Hello everyone, welcome today to this tutorial. I will say hello wherever you are, and I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. But anyway, now in this part of the world is very cold. This part of the world in Europe as a whole is very cold, and some of the parts in Europe are really having a snow. So for some part of the country or Europe, they're advised to stay home. So when you are home, so what do? You try to look for a project that you actually will make. Maybe you are working at home. Then after you finish working at home, you can just do some little quick project that you really wanted to do. But however, today I'm showing you a project because I have been making this dress for a client, but then she wanted to have a sleeve that has split, because the dress we are actually working on is a dress that has bust split at the bottom of the dress, and so she wants the same bust split in her sleeve cap. So well, this is the pattern that I drafted out previously that I will actually use for the client. However, this sleeve, because we used it before previously for her with another dress, but then she wanted the sleeve to be more spread, to have bust split. So what do? I know here is my middle of the sleeve on the shoulder, and so I just roll it down, and then I actually I flash it. As you can see, this is the front, this is the back. So before you do your bust split, you should actually decided how many plates do you want to have in your sleeve, and how much distance do you want. You can have like 2.5, you can have 3 inches, 2.5 inches. It depends on what you want. And also, if you are doing that, you have to also determine how many plates do I really want to have in this in the sleeve. So how many bust plates you want to have. So then if you actually think about that and you write it down, then you go ahead and do your pattern. So this is the middle. So what I did was that I cut this is my master pattern I did, but then I draft it in another paper, and then I cut it in the middle, and then I determine how many pleats I want to have. So I decided my own, I wanted to have like 5. I will fold one here, then the other 2 in the middle, I will fold them together. Then you have that bust split. So I decided to do that. So I roll it, I just measure it out from here actually to here. You see this marking area to here. Then I spread it on another sheet of paper to determine the bust split that I wanted. So I spread it. So that's what I did. And unfortunately, I'm sorry, I can't find the paper that I actually did. Maybe by mistake I threw it away. I have no idea. I always like to clean up things quickly. And so that's what I did. And so after I made that, and now after I cut it and I spread it, I use my tape, sellotape, just to hold it and measure with your tape if it is actually what you want. Then after doing that, and then you will then put that into another tracing paper in order for you to make the actual sleeve that you wanted. And that is what I did. Let me show you what I did. And this. And so this is what I did. So for the bottom, you can see the bottom is quite I did the same thing as well at the bottom. So when I measure the length that I wanted, I spread here as well. I cut it in the middle and I just spread it as well, so that the sleeve, because here she wants it to be flare. So when you make it as a box plate, it will be like this, right? So that is the idea. So that's what I did. I mark okay, this is the front. Then you can see the marking. So actually I mark everything. So I put it in this paper and I just draw it out. Alright. So what I spread in previous pattern paper, I now put it on this paper and trace it out and I cut it out. So that is why we are not seeing anything else here that I did. So this is how I did it. And here I just spread the down. I cut it out. So I spread it, make it wider so that it can make sense when I put everything together, because it's going to be so flare. So this is what I did. So I will just put all the whole instruction on the description box when I post after I finish with the sleeve. I will post it, then I will leave the directions and everything into the description box, and you yourself have to determine how wide you want it to be, how many pleats you want to be. So this is what I did. So I just do all my marking, because this plate here I want it to go here, this one will go here, and this will come here, and so on and so forth. So I have 4 pleats. So that is just what I wanted. So of course, when I was drafting, I also add the sewing allowances, so that when I'm cutting my fabric, I won't bother to do that anymore. I will just cut that. So it's more easy like that. So yeah, so that is it. So this is the pattern. And so let me show you then how to create your pleats on your fabric. And so this is what I did. So this is what I created. So let me just show you now, because I already painted. And also when I also put because I'm using white chalk, of course you can see, but when you are busy, actually sometimes all the marking you do with chalk will fade away. So I decided to just put pins. Then I know this is the front, and this side I didn't put any pin. I know that is the back. And so this is what I did. Let me just remove the pin, then you can see what I did. Okay, so this is it. So this is actually what I did. So this side looks like, you can see. So as you see those marking, I just do like this, put it here, then I take my pin, I do it like this, and I take this and I put it like this, right? And then I take the other one, I put it like this. You know, one thing is that as well, when you now have you mark your pleats, you have it. So what you do is just go to your sewing machine, ironing board, make sure that you iron it. So when you open it like this, just the way I did, then you have the marking as well, the ironing, the crease line is still here. Then you just have to, then it's easy for you to just fold it, right? Then you pin it like this. So this side you make your sleeve. So you can see it's really very gorgeous. And so after pinning, you press that very nicely, and then you go to your sewing machine. So what you should do, what you actually should do when you go to your sewing machine is to actually sew this part from here. Just sew it all the way here, because we want this pleat to stay. So you sew it here to here. So what you do is that you sew it with the widest stitch in your sewing machine to actually go through it, so that when you you attach the sleeve to your bodice, then you can remove that that stitch if you want. You can remove that stitch, but sometimes I will leave the stitch, because when you iron it, everything's inside. Or if I really use very wide stitch to do it, then I will remove it. If you don't want to use a machine, what you can also do is to actually use your needle and thread to just hold it, just attack it. So when you do that, then it stays, because the reason you do that is for you to enable you to actually sew your sleeve together. And so when you see that you like it what you did, so what you should do is to go ahead and measure your sleeve. Okay, let me just show you what I mean. So this is the outfit that we are working on, and this sleeve that we created after sewing it together is going to be here. You see, it's going to be, we're going to attach it right here. So now what you do is you take a tape measure. You don't measure from here. You measure the way here, and so. Okay. So you measure all from one end to the other, and then you have, now you have like 40, let me see. Okay, I have 46 is what you have. So now you're going to measure from here as well, if you have the exact measurement. Right? That's what you should do. Okay. So just make sure you go round and round and round. Okay. Okay, that is it. 46, 47. So even though it's a bit too long, it's not bad. So we can see that it is accurate. So if you really want to, if you think, oh, it's too long, all you can do, just go here and you adjust your pleat here, then you are good to go. Right? So you're good to go. But in this case, I am okay. And so anyway, the reason why I measure here, the reason why I measure the armhole like this is because I wanted to, when I attach it, I will just hold it with the sleeve and I will just sew it all the way down. That is the purpose. See? So do like this, you measure the seam around everything. How the seam are open, press open, and then you just do it together. So that is the purpose. And because I don't want, this client doesn't live around here, does not live close to me. So if I wanted to adjust it, if I should sew here first, let's say for example I sew the side seam together. So I sew the side seam together like this with the pocket and everything. I sew it together. Okay, it's fine. But then when I am attaching the sleeve, then I can just attach the sleeve so like. Then when the client will come, it depends on what you're actually making, but in this case it is very simple dress. So when the client comes and tries it on and it's a bit too, maybe it's too tight or it's too loose, then I can easily just from the armhole of the sleeve can just adjust it, sew it down. So that is it. So then I will not have the problem of removing the whole armhole and start making adjustments. So that is why I do that. Otherwise, what you should do then is to sew it. After sewing it, then you now measure the armhole here. Measure the armhole here, and then you go to your sleeve, and then you just sew your sleeve. You sew it so, and then you have this area to attach to your dress. So that is it. But in this case, I'm just doing mine like this. So we can go to our sewing machine now and sew all the way here with the wider stitch of in our machine. All right, so I'll be right back. I will do that, then I will show you how it looks like. Okay. Alright guys, here it is. I'm done. You see, so I use the wider stitch. You can see, if you can see, here is the green color. So when I attach the sleeve to the dress, I will then remove this stitch. Alright, so if I don't wish, I can just leave it like that, because it's not even visible. Okay, so when you, after you finish it, this is how it will look like. See, this is how it will look like. Yeah. So it really looks pretty. I love it. I love it. Let me show you the other one that I did as well. Okay. So this is it. I just finished the other one as well. So you can see it looks good. So you make sure what you are doing is very accurate, because all the whole plate has to be the same. You know, you can go here, these two here. So that's how it is. So I think it's really very, it looks nice. So folks, that is it. It is very simple to make to modify your sleeve and to actually make a robust plate. So when you put it with the outfit, it will really look gorgeous. Alright, so watch out on this video, and then you will then look at the description box instructions to help you more to create this. But I hope my explanation is already good enough. But sometimes you want to have something that you want to read, so therefore that is very good. Alright, okay, so it really looks the same. As I see, everything is the same, accurate. So okay, so now I am not attaching the sleeve yet. I just want to show you guys this tutorial. So I am not doing that yet. The reason I'm not doing that yet, because I wanted to fix the collar and as well the sleeve. So when I finish doing that, and then I would then fix the sleeve. Because when I just fix the sleeve right now, it will be so, the work will be so big for me to handle. So most of the time, maybe this is just a tip, but you all know how you do your zipper. For me, for instance, if I'm doing my zipper, I like to do it a bit piece by piece. It depends on the color that I'm actually doing. If I just have the zipper and I'm not putting any extra color, just a round neck style. So what I do is I will fix the zipper first. I'll fix the zipper first, and then that is done. And from there, I can just take care of the neckline and other things, so that your work will not be too big for you to handle. But in this case, it's because I have a zipper on it, and as well the color is going to be bishop color. So I will show you the next video on how I create the bishop color that's going to be attached to the dress. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will say, practice make perfect. Enjoy your day, and good day wherever you may be. Bye.